I'm like, I was just waiting for you to sell me.
So we've just found that if you play the long game and actually give value without expecting anything in return, it actually opens up a lot more conversations and opportunities. And I'll give you a great example real quick.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, cut in. So the example I was going to give is one of the things that we typically like to do is if I'm just browsing LinkedIn and I can help anybody in any way, I will send them a quick message. I'll send them a voice note. I'll send them I sent you a nice little Loom video.
Yeah. So let me touch on this really quickly. So he reached out to me and he said, "Hey Gary, I love what you're doing. Love your content. I watch your TikToks. Your page, you know what? You could work on these things. Let me know if you want me to send you more information." And I'm like, "For sure, okay." But I'm like, I was just waiting for you to sell me, right? I'm just like, he's going to sell me. Like, there's going to be an ask here any second. So I'm like, okay, but he's a little bit more advanced than all the spammers that just ask right out of the gate, right? Because I literally get hundreds of those like every month. So I'm waiting for it, and you were like, gave all this value. You literally gave me like a whole sheet, and then didn't ask for anything. And I was like, okay, I need to get him on the podcast. I need to actually talk through. And I really believe that that's a big thing in life. Like if you want to be successful, if you can learn to give to people, you will be successful and you will have more than you can handle if you can just learn how to give value. And one of the things that has really worked well for us is having a podcast has been huge because I can provide value and say, hey, you come on the show, I'm going to put you in front of people and not really ask people for anything, only just give back to them besides, their 40 minutes of their time. Yeah. Have you thought about doing a podcast like that, or do you have something like that?
Yeah, so I'm rolling one out soon. I actually recorded the first 2 episodes and then we had some technical issues. So we do have that coming out, but we do help of our clients with that actually. The same exact approach. Get a podcast, bring them on, and so forth. So it's one of the things that's a question I have for you specifically at the end of this. I would love to, give the viewers some insight, asking you some questions. Yeah. But real quick, I'll wrap up. I'll wrap up really quick on the Loom thing. One of the key things to think about is like the reason I don't go for the ask is because if you take this approach of stepping back and saying, hey, I don't need to get a sale today, right? Everyone's in this mindset of like, it happens all the time. You'll connect with them on LinkedIn. They'll send you a message. Hey, can you take more clients? It's all bait and switch, right? Where in the B2B space, if it's really the expert in sight is the expert at hand. And I can't tell you how many times we get referrals because I took the time to just help somebody out, just being helpful. And then I'm the expert in their eyes. They might need the help, but they'll pass the message on to somebody else. They'll recommend me, etc. So that's the KPI measures. I want to make sure I'm doing that every single day, just being natural, helping people out. It grows the network. And then I also want to make sure that I'm tapping in and asking for introductions in a genuine way. And you have to have this approach of playing the long game, and it's scary. But when you do that, I find that you build way more meaningful relationships with individuals, but it opens up this opportunity of
100%. I love that. I think that's a great approach, and it definitely works. And it worked. I mean, it worked on me, right? Like I've already thought about you when anytime B2B comes up, I'm tagging you in post, and I'm just like doing that because you're the B2B guy in my head, right?